Alright, well, we have successfully finished everything in this IC2 branch before we start heading towards the nether. That's kind of like the line right there. So now we're going to start the Botania chain. Yay! Woot woot! So, if you haven't done Botania before, can we store these presses, by the way, in here, or is it only going to hold one at a time? I'm going to say that that is one at a time. Alright, so we'll put you in here. You think we need our Botania, our Lexica Botania? Woo! 363rd edition. So I am going to make an assumption that the people watching me right now have all seen me do Botania before. And I'm going to just go through it as best as I can. I need to make one of these guys. So I need some more iron plates. And do I have a naked cable? I don't have naked cable, so we're gonna need some copper too. Do I have any smelted copper over here? I do. Alright. Naked copper. No. Oh, you need to cut them in their plates. Or I can use that machine we just made. Right? Yeah. We can use the metal bender to make them with the extruding press. Can do plates over here too. Are you hooked up to power? You are. So extruding press. And these need to be plates, don't they? So let's start with that. Plates. Is that it? It doesn't say it's doing anything. Oh. This doesn't do copper. I didn't see copper. There, it's copper. Why you no work? Oh, there it goes. That's... I've never used the ender porcupines. That would be something interesting to learn if I feel like doing that. The extra utilities too. I've never used ender porcupines. I have no idea what they do. Alright, so now that we have plates, we do this. Right? You thinking? Why aren't you going? Oh, because it's for crying out loud. If I actually paid attention to these things, you guys are probably just shaking your head and laughing. See, because instead of doing the iron in here for plates, I can go over there Learn how to do plates over there. And then I need some seared stone. I need to do some seared stone slabs. Maybe you could take a screenshot of your setup the next time you're in front of it. Oh wait, that's on your trillionaire, isn't it? I don't know if you're using it now on whatever pack you're currently playing. Title Apothecary. Okay. Where do we want to do this at? Don't really... We're gonna take you with us. Temporarily, let's do it over here. I know this is like really big mess, but temporarily. Okay, we've got that. And then the next thing we need to do is the fertilizer, which is any of the dyes with bone meal. We're gonna need to do it 16 times, so we're gonna need a stack of dye. Okay. Let's go see what we've got for... Can we make the pestle? Yes, standard recipe. Great. Don't worry about it. It's just something I wondered. I'm certain if I wanted to go hunting, I can find a video about how to use the ender porcupine. Oh, all of the things that are always out here. All right. Hello. Yeah, you. All right, finding flowers that will work for this in a swamp. Probably not a good idea. Let's go this direction because we need daisies, poppies, or Botania flowers. And now I haven't seen a whole lot of Botania flowers around here. I know they generate because I saw them at spawn. There's some over here. And I see some poppies. There's some dandelions. Porcupine's GUI lets you specify a start and end block, so you just have to decide on how much area each should cycle through. Well, this is like poppy country, but I'd like some dandelions, please. There's a couple. I have 24 dandelions. Or poppies. Alright, 32 poppies is plenty. Looking for dandelions and magical flowers. I can macerate my flowers for increased dyes. I considered that that was probably a possibility. Thank you for the reminder. Alright, we're about there. I want to get 32 of each, because that's a thing. There we go. 32 of each. Ooh, cave. No, I don't need to. I don't need to go in there. Ooh, look at that down here. Whoop, or here. Where there's a creeper. Yay. What's that? Ooh, quark slate. That's pretty. Oh, and you can do different varieties of it. That's so pretty. Wonder how prevalent it is. There we go. We'll just save it. Let's say home. And we'll get this stuff macerated. Uses. The macerator isn't listed on here. The extractor is. We have one of those. We can get 3 per, so I do not need to do yeah. Let's do that. How are we doing? Alright, so we're gonna get the Floral Fertilizer, and then we need to do the Pure Daisy, which I didn't see any white petals, so we're going to probably use the Floral Fertilizer to try and get the white petals we need for Pure Daisies. Do I have any bone meal? I do not. I should go collect those. My mind just went blank. The skeletons, the bone meal things that are out there that we've seen. Boy, maybe I need some more coffee. How we doing? Oh, seriously. So slow. So need to make these faster. But I don't have the, don't really have enough, the power, fuel generation to be able to make these go faster. I need to really step up my cactus game. Like, really, really. I wonder where the surface is from here, because I can go up. Until I reach the surface. Are there other ways to make power? Yes, there are other ways to make power in IC2. Yes. There's the liquid fuel generator. A slag generator, which I don't know how that one works. I don't think I've ever used it. Whatever a wave generator is. And of course, there's reactors, which I don't have all of that set up to process uranium and make fuel rods and vents and stuff. But the liquid fuel generator, I think, will use, there we go, it will use wood gas, refined canola oil, which I don't think is the first tier, biomass, seed oil, fruit juice, honey, ethanol, creosote. Well, there's another use for our, I think that I looked that up when we made the tank. There's another use for our byproduct from the coke oven. Makes 10 EU per tick. And each bucket burns 200, so that makes, woohoo, 2,500 EU total per bucket. Plant oil, ethanol, biodiesel, crude oil. I don't think I've seen oil in the world. Where's the refined? So is the refined the original? Oh, you make it in the still. Regular canola oil in the forestry still. Interesting. One of the things in the description of the pack was that they are trying to encourage you to use renewable fuel power sources, probably like solar, but we're underground, so doing solar would be really difficult unless I had wireless power transfer. So unless they require us to do solar, I'm going to need to find other options for power. We have all this creosote with nothing to do. We have 256 buckets. Run cables. Yeah, I could run cables. You're right. I could run cables. I have now lost track of what we were working on because we were waiting on the extractor, weren't we? And then we need to do 16 of you. And can I get more out of my bones by putting you through the... You can put you through the macerator. Yeah, let's do that while we're here. And we'll probably need to put more fuel in there. Now, cactus is a really poor fuel. It's got a burn time of 50 ticks. That's why I wanted to make a whole bunch. How do I make treated wood? With creosote. We're going to need to use a bunch of creosote if I want to do living wood too, because you need treated wood to make living wood for Botania. So the creosote's useful, in multiple ways. That's why I wanted to keep it. But like I said, I do not think you can use charcoal here. It's just coal to make coal coke, which, like I said, makes sense. 9. What else is treated wood used for? Other than the standard immersive engineering recipes that require it, there's some advanced craft in order to make the garden cloche. It looks like we're going to need to do that. Looks like we need a tiny amount for the seed analyzer. But the rest of this looks like just standard immersive engineering things. So there we go. So slow. Oh, slow. And then it's when it's daytime, which is not now, we'll go up on the top. We will find a 5x5 area and do our fertilizer so we can maximize the flowers we're gonna get. Can we make the pouch? We need wool. I don't think I have. I don't have wool. We could go out and look for some sheepies. Can we make shears the standard way? We can. So let's make it day, since we're waiting on our immersive engineering machines to process anyhow. And see if we can get some sheep. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff still out here. Do you see any sheep on the mini-map though? I do not. Why do I keep getting caught on you? Run! I don't see the chickens. There we go, now I do. That's... Ow. We can see my bunch of cows. Kinda hoping this would help me find a sheep. There's a sheep over there. There we go. Ow. Go away. Alright. I see him on my mini map. Where is he? There he is. I am afraid that I have to use the same color for all things on the pouch. I don't think they're interchangeable. That's what we needed. A lot of cows up here. I should go on a slaughterfest for my hamburgers that I haven't had in a while. A lot of cows up here. All right. Let's check on our machines. You're done. You're done. And I don't want to use that one because it connects to... Oh, step 1. Let's grab a petal. And we'll make our pouch. Alright, and then we need to make... Oh, the mortar and pestle. Right? No, we don't need it for that because we've already done the processing. Alright, 24. How many did we need for the quest? 16? Okay, good. So now we just need to get white flowers. We need all of them, but yeah, we'll see. I don't want to have to use a ton of this, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, let's go out here. It's daytime, so we should be fine. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It's almost 5 by 5. So let's do this right here. Make sure it's all clear of stuff. And our charcoal is done. So yeah. Come on, white. Arr. I just need a white one. Move. I think we're at the point that I only need like white and like dark gray or something. There's the dark gray. Oh, for crying out loud. White, finally. Oh, finally. I was like gonna be really angry if I didn't get a white one with all the floral fertilizer I made. There's a second one. That's good too. 2 more. Did I pick it up? Nope. Alright. Let's take a look. We have at least one of all of them! Yay! Because that's what we need. Sometimes you wish you could grow Botania flowers like in regrowth. Yeah, it would be nice if they were seeds. Mm-hmm. They were AgroCraft seeds, weren't they? Yep. All right. Let's grab some dirt. have a little bit of bone meal. Oh, we need seeds. Seeds. Yeah, crossbreeding. Yep, I remember that. All right, so just doing the initial stuff. I have to make a Botania area. Set that up with a couple. We definitely need white, so we'll take the one white one out here. Bone meal. Cheers. Uh-oh. Oh, electrolyzer. Interesting. Okay. I thought he was like, if he had electrocuted himself. Alright, that's good for now. We have enough for one of the pure daisies. I want two. Alright, and then the rest of these we'll put in a chest, which I can't make at the moment, so let us make our pure daisy. And then we'll do it again. Okay. And do we have space out here, or is this hey, you know, let's turn this into space to do our initial pure daisy stuff. So if we put the pure daisy here, I have that, and then do we have space to go either direction? We'll go that way. All right. There's our second one. Get some light out here. Great! Now, the quest says we need to make 16 living rock and 16 living wood. So let's get the stuff we need for that. And in this pack it is seared stone for living rock and treated wood for living wood. So let's get you. There's 8 and 16. Clear inventory a bit. Get rid of those seeds. Probably should make a chest. All right. Oop. I should fill that in. But since this is a temporary spot, I'm not exactly too concerned. Oh, I hear you. Where are you? You're probably directly above me. Silver! Hello! Hi there. Let's kind of protect ourselves a little here. Haha. Now you can groan all you want, and I will just mock you. Hi. Is that all lit up now? Okay. How are you? I am alright. I am alright. I have spent the last week with a bit of a sore back. Not really sure why. So I'm sitting with some pillows against my chair to kind of give it some extra support. Edward is home this weekend, so he is probably trying to sleep through the noise I'm making. But he said to go ahead and stream anyway, so I am. I could do an outdoor area just for Botania stuff. It kind of kills the build plan of doing what if the Romans built underground. You guys... In my Discord channel on the Simpletons, you and a couple others said, hey, it'd be nice to do my regrowth build style again with the Roman style, and I like that idea. I'm not quite sure what blocks I'll use, but I also want to build underground this time. That was also your suggestion, I think. So I decided to combine the two, and we're going to try and do a what if the Romans built underground? Use Roman blocks. Right, yeah. The thing is, I don't want to use a whole lot of marble. I want to do my own style. I just haven't decided. That's why I bookmarked where that slate was, because that was very pretty. If I could find a bunch of it. Yay, oops. We don't have... granite and sandstone. I used limestone in regrowth. Alright, so those two are done. We need to get some mana generated going, and the easiest one to craft was the munch dew. So we'll start with that one, but I need to make this. And why is this stuff after this one? Usually this stuff is before. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're working on. Let's do these. The munch dew, we just need lime, green, and red, and we need to do this leaf fletching, which I've never done. I don't know how to do a fletching. So maybe you guys could... Is there a pattern? I'm concerned in the fact that these leaves are not green. So we're gonna venture out here. I don't need this many, but if we're gonna do the munch dew, I will need to collect leaves. And thank you, there should be a pattern. It says Darkwing. Alright, so stencil table. Is that fletching? That is fletching. Okay. So then we need to do the cart builder, I bet. Okay. Great. And then we need to get the flowers that we need. Did I put the bone meal away? I think I did. I have the shears. So we have the fletching. We don't need the bucket in there anymore. But we do need the munch dew and the Gourmaryllis. Those are the entry-level flowers in this pack, which hopefully I can make those pretty easily. Alright, munch dew. 2 lime, a green, and 2 red. We have the green, so we just need lime and red. And since there are so many, we'll just use these. We can get the tall ones later. Let me make a chest. We can store some things over there. As you can see, the entropy crystals have spread. Remember, I only left 1, and it's the same for the fire ones down here. I only left 1. So you guys can see that it does spread. You in there. You in there. All right. Got our first munch dew. And then we need to do a Gourmaryllis. Donuts. Donuts need dough. Whoops. The other dough would be helpful. This one. Wheat and water. We only need to do that once for now. Let's put you in there. Let's go out another direction. Let's go out and grab some wheat from our farm, because I don't believe I have any in here. Is it nighttime still? No. Oop, I missed the stairs. Okay, that was a jittery fun. Oh, we have a scaly. All right. We have a wisp. Those are never fun. All right. And we also need to do. Oof. I need to do lasagna. I removed the Gourmaryllis. Let's not do that again. This is 8 cooked dough, which is uncooked, and that makes 8. So 4 wheat and a bucket of water equal a donut. I need to grab another pitcher plant. Was there one out here? I remember seeing it. Where did I see it? Oh, I saw it over here. Or is that the one that I ended up grabbing and it's inside right now? Hi, Big Mikey. Nice to see you. Pitcher plant. All right. I have a piece of dirt. Let's put it right here. Okay. And then we could do that and the bucket of water. Yep. Equal dough, and we'll lock you. All right. And then we cook the dough, which seems kind of odd that you cook the dough before you, before you make the donut. All right, so we have that going. Just, I don't know. And then lasagna is the next thing we need to do. Oh, we need more dough. So we'll do another recipe. It also says it needs to be cooked. We already have the ground beef. So we need to make cheese. It's easy to make tomato sauce. So let's do another recipe of the dough. And then we need tomato sauce, which is just cooking tomatoes. Do I have any more tomatoes in here? They're just here. We'll do 8. Actually, I don't have to since I have the mini stuff. And then we need to see about making cheese. You see, Dem even finds that odd. Yes, good. Yep, I'm glad to. Yeah, cheese is. Oh boy, we need to make a bunch of buckets. Oh, I only have the one, so we're gonna need to make 5 more buckets. Is there a different form of cheese? Nope, only the Excel Food Mod cheese will work in this recipe. So we need to make 5 buckets. So we need 15 iron plates. And we need to remember we can do those. We can do those with IC2 now, a lot, you know, a lot more automated. We need the plate press, like that. Eventually. There it goes. And then we already have the copper cables, I think. The copper is over here. Yep. Alright. Tomato sauce. We have some cooked dough. I want to put these in our table up here. Do we have more room for more recipes? We do. So this will be a recipe for donuts. And then we're just waiting on the ability to do cheese for this one. So we've got tomato sauce. We need to do cheese first. Okay. How's our IC2 machine doing? Woo! Great. I need a crafting table on this side of the base. Alright, let's go milk some cows. Woo! And we need to do cheese. This cheese. Go. Which then should be able to make us lasagna. Oh, and we get bottles back? That seems kind of broken. Because we didn't use bottles in the crafting, so they shouldn't come back to us. We're gonna have a lot of glass bottles. Is there something we could really use them for? I mean, really, probably not. Probably use it for whatever, for void. We could use them, we could smelt them down for vitreous and void. When we get to Thaumcraft stuff. Boy, I haven't done Thaumcraft in so long. So if we end up using this recipe to feed the Gormaryllis, if we use lasagna, we'll have a bunch of glass bottles. I don't think I will. I want to use a food. Oh, maybe not. Never mind. Yeah, I will, because I'll need to craft the... What am I thinking? I'm going to craft something that doesn't have byproducts when in the crafting recipe. So we have one of you, and we have one of you. Let's put those away. And the flowers. Gray, yellow, red. Gray, red, yellow. All right, so we're gonna grow a few of them. Woo. Okay. How many? 2 gray, 2 yellow, 1 red. So we really only need one of these each, which is perfectly okay. And then we need a bucket, not the donut, the bucket. Water. All right, we have the Gormaryllis. Great. So now we can make these. The diluted mana pool needs an iron plate. The mana needs a block of petals, and it looks like it needs white. It's because it's not rotating. Okay. And then we also need to make a wand of the forest. This is the basic recipe, so we can go ahead and do that one first. Let's use red, and we need you. And we need to put you down, because that's why I made you. We're going to put you in the ground like I like to do. We have the wand, and we need white. These guys. For a petal block. Put you in there. What else was needed for this? Seared stone. Oops. Alright, so we've made you. Now we just need to do an iron plate. Okay, so let's grab an ingot. You're in a love-hate with a mod in the mod pack you're playing. Which one is that? I meant what mod? Oh, create? I've seen amazing things done with the create mod. Alright, so that should have completed this one, and we get a coin. Alright, so then we need to... Oh, this unlocks AgriCraft. You can use it to grow several materials that will save you a ton of mining. Really? Oh, I'm guessing they're meaning like these, the metal seeds. Like lavender seeds. But this is going to take a while because we need to get into these things. These are iron, I believe. These be on top of hardened glass and gravel. Yeah, so well, that's going to take that's a grind. That is quite the grind. Ooh. But we'll have to do that. It's time for us to figure out where to put our initial mana gen and what we're going to use for it. I have to remember. Let me see here. I'm trying to think if either one is better than the other. I think, okay, the Munchdew has a larger range. It's anything in like a 15 by 15 cube, I think. Centered bottom center. So it's from the base up is a cube instead of like having the flower surrounded. And then, so that means like what Nisi said, using something that auto places in a range would place a whole bunch of leaf blocks in a 15 by 15 by 15, something like that. I don't know what it is, range. And I think the Munchdew is a higher mana generation percentage. I would need more than 4 AA block placers, Dem. I would need way more than 4. I need more than 4. Okay, so a 17 by 17 cube. If we were able to place leaves as that quickly, I think it may be worthwhile. I can see why people were using nature cores, and I can understand how they're probably relatively slow. Because when a munchdew eats a leaf block, it doesn't drop saplings or anything, so you need another source of the saplings. Which is why, if you remember my Floramancer world, my tree farm had a munchdew, but it was up higher. So some of the leaf blocks weren't eaten by the munchdew so that they could despawn and generate saplings. And that is an excellent way to do it. Because we're going to need wood anyway. So if I automated a tree farm and then just stuck the munchdew up higher, especially if we did something that makes a lot of leaves, like the giant spruce. Not all giant spruce make a lot of leaves, but for the most part they do. How long will it, what's the tool forge locked behind? Is it steel? No. RF power and void crystal blocks and annoy blocks, which these are raw carbon fiber, floral power, biogold. Yeah, these are fun recipes. Refined iron item casings. So we could technically make that part. And then we would need seared bricks, which we can do. Floral white powder, so we're gonna need a flower farm. Bone meal. So it takes a while. We're not at that step. I was just thinking a lumber axe in a mechanical user would chop down the whole tree. We'll have to think about this. If I did munchdews or Gormorless. I'm jotting it down so I can figure it out. It doesn't have to be fancy because I am not going to want to stick with these two flowers. They're not efficient. They don't produce a ton of mana. I'm going to want different flowers. So the flowers I will probably go for. We know in my spilled juice we're going to do Kikamuris. Here... Rafflausias are fun. And since we have auto crafting and we can automate the petal apothecary pretty easily, Rafflausias generate a ton of mana, and I enjoyed making them. That was a fun flower to automate. I might do the Rafflausia. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna feed Hermes and get myself some more coffee. Give me about 5-ish minutes and I will be right back with you. Don't go anywhere.